Yeah, so I wanted to talk regarding, Bella Ramsey being casted as Ellie. Looks like the entire world just hates her as Ellie right now. Not the person I'm talking about, her being casted as Ellie, which I don't think is very fair because there are a number of reasons to it. I'll get to it one by one. Starting with Bella Ramsey, I have not seen her in anything before. I think she was in Game of Thrones. So, and she was a kid in that, if I'm not wrong. So that's the only thing I've seen her in. And after that, it's of course Last of Us. So initially, when I heard she is being casted as Ellie, of course how is this gonna work? She looks nothing like Ellie. And then of course I got on the hate train and I
Bumbo
started
clad dog, this
checking
is my
as
game.
well because fuck. Wait, give me a second. It's so hot where I live. It's almost like unbearable. I think it's better if I on the lights. Fuck, I don't want the lights. Yeah, I think it's much better. And then, yeah, so initially when she was casted as Ellie, I thought, okay, are they like idiots or something? She looks like a kid. How can she play Ellie? I mean, in the first season, she's actually a kid, so that makes sense. But for the second season, they definitely have to cast someone else. And I felt the same way about Pedro too. Of course, people were rooting for Jamie Lannister when they were announcing the cast, but the people were fine with Pedro because Pedro is like the most popular guy on Earth right now. So everyone seems to be rooting for him. Plus, he plays the character so well, so you really can't say anything about Pedro. But Bella, let's start with season one. She was a good fit. Even at that time, I think the internet was a bit divided, but most of them were convinced with her performance because she does look like a child, and Ellie is a child in the first season. So it went pretty well. I think she understood the character really well, and she had that, what do you call, like the DNA of Ellie. She understood it very well and played that very. So first season, people didn't complain too much about it. But now with the second season, I see like the audience pretty much like the internet is divided, not even divided, like they are all getting together and hating on Bella. Now, I have some points about this. First of all, I don't think she's bad. She might not be the perfect choice for Ellie, 100%. Maybe like the internet is saying, Kaylee Spinney would have been a better choice. But this is the version we got. This is the iteration we get to see. So if you get on board with that, I really don't think she's that bad. First of all, look, when a TV show or a movie is being, when a game or whatever is being adapted into something, they are not making the same thing. They are basically making another iteration of the same story. So in this iteration, this is the Ellie we got. I'm not telling you to get fixated on this. Okay, this is the Ellie we got, and now we have to work with that. What I'm trying to say is, now let's just say they casted Katie Spinney like you guys said. Don't you think it'll be difficult to detach ourselves from the video game even more? Like it'll be even more difficult to detach because we'll constantly be reminded of oh, she looks like Ellie, and then we'll just compare her for the rest of the season with the video game played by Ashley Johnson. I feel like casting someone who looks a bit different actually helps for the viewers to look at it as like differentiate between the TV show and then um, a video game. That makes so much sense to me. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Same with Abby. Caitlin Dever looks nothing like Abby, but she plays the character well, so I don't really have a lot of complaints. And then, of course, people are saying Bella's acting is pretty terrible, which I think is wrong. Like, no, she's doing. I think she understands the character really well, and she's doing a really good job. If I'm being very honest, because season two Ellie is not likable in the first place.
I wasn't sure, okay? I didn't want to be a burden.
Well, you're a burden now, aren't you?
I mean, even in the part two video game, she's not supposed to be likable. She turns into this angry brat, basically a teenager, typical teenager. She's hates on Joel. She's angry all the time. She's uncontrollable. I mean, she kills half of Seattle for fuck's sake. So she plays that character so well. So everyone being mad, she she kind of has a disadvantage here because the character is not likable. Plus, people are not very accepting of her as well. So the hate just gets double, if that makes sense. And then I think another reason why this people are thinking that Bella might be the Bella just can't pull it off is basically she looks like a child. Hate to agree is kind of the truth. Like she doesn't look 19, 100%. She looks a bit younger, but that's a that's a fair criticism. I just have to agree. She looks a bit younger to play that character. That's fair. If that's your criticism, I can understand. But to me personally, it's not bothering me so much. And the other criticism is, she, this is like the stupidest take I've ever heard in my life. That the person doesn't look good enough to play Ellie. Like, what does that even mean? Like, so you just think that the looks are basically enough to play that character. So that's all a person needs. Like, they just have to look like the character. I don't know if I agree with that take because I think it's much more than that. Like, if you understand the character and then play the character well, it would be much like people would easily forget the looks when you do it so well. Bella kind of has a Drew Pascal is like one of the beloved actors right now, yeah. So when he's out of the picture, there's like a big void that needs to be filled. And a person who is already so like hated so much is trying to do that. So it's kind of difficult if you ask about me, like especially what she's trying to do. So in that way, I have to give credit for her because she's actually trying her best pull that off, trying to keep us engaged. Even in the last episode, like how she processes grief and all, I thought she did really well. Like even the Joel's death scene, she like how after everything ended, how she like sees him and then she crawls towards him, right? A lot of people were like, it's emotional, it's emotional. It's only emotional because Bella gave a good performance. Not just because of Joel is dead. If that scene ended there without Bella, it wouldn't have made an impact. So yeah. Plus, I think um, like telling Bella it doesn't look good is like a stupid take as well. Like she doesn't have to be good looking. You know that video game characters like animated, right? So calling someone just not good looking enough to play the character is just I don't know sounds very stupid to me honestly. And then but I don't know like when I'm reading the comments it's mostly like body shaming her like which I think is so unfair like calling her egg and then thumb. Initially I thought it was funny. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I laughed at it too. Like haha, that is funny. But later I thought okay, now we are just bullying her, right? Calling her calling her all those mean things again and again just seems like you're running the joke to the ground and now it's just bullying. And it's just funny that it's not funny, it's kind of sad that if you are not good looking in a conventional way, people are gonna shit on you, like you can't escape that part almost. So this feels unfair to me. So, but I personally think she might not be the best choice, I don't know, but that's not to say that she is a bad choice. She is doing really well. But hey, internet is internet at the end of the day. They are constantly, they are gonna put you down. But I think she can pull that off, and I think do that. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's also. What do you guys think about Bella's performance? Let me know in the comments. Bye.